What's going on, guys? So today I want to talk to you about AMC. We have a quick video here. Tons of requests from you guys to cover AMC after my last GameStop video. So gotta give the people what they want. Let me talk about a few things. And if you're wondering why AMC stock is selling off, it's a little bit different compared to GameStop, in my opinion. There's a few more things that's actually adding quite a bit of selling pressure to AMC, and we're gonna talk about that and more in this video. So starting us off here, guys, you can see AMC had a pretty wild day today. From its peak, down 20 some odd percent. Seems to be the norm now with these stocks. And the market cap right now is sitting at around $4.5 billion. And over the last 5 trading days, this stock has really boomed, up 161%. Congrats to any of you that were in this stock over the long term, had high conviction in this. Maybe you saw some fundamental moves. You're up hundreds and hundreds of percent on this. So congratulations on that. However, we are seeing some things starting to unfold now, which we do need to talk about. So while the 5-day, 1-month performance is good, the 1-day performance is now starting to throw a few things in here, and who knows, maybe this is just a short-term blip before we squeeze a bit higher. But I'll explain to you why it may not be the case for AMC specifically, okay? So just last week on the 27th, which coincides with the day that the stock pretty much boomed 200+%, AMC actually announced that it completed its previously announced at the market equity program. So in an 8K filing on Jan 25th, AMC announced entry into an equity distribution agreement with respect to an additional at the market equity program relating to 50 million shares of Class A stock. This added essentially $300 million of proceeds for the business. So a good move for them financially to raise more capital on everything that's been going on recently. So this was the first of a few things that added selling pressure. So they issued more shares, they diluted shareholders a bit here with 50 million new shares. That was step one. Step two. On the 29th, so this is a couple days later, the stock's still up at this point, close to 100%. Silver Lake, which is one of the biggest shareholders of AMC, was actually cashed out of their position for $713 million. So Silver Lake is actually, they disclosed on Friday that it sold its stake in AMC, capitalizing on a tenfold rise in the share price after traders organized social media Reddit. This was like a lifeline to Silver Lake because it essentially let them close out at a slight profit or pretty much flat here. They took it, they did not think twice about this, and that should raise a little bit of a red flag. So these guys could have, if the movement was actually something that they could benefit from and make a ton of money of, they would have held. But I guess maybe it goes a bit beyond that. Maybe it comes down to more, retail versus these kind of funds and equity firms and that kind of stuff. So who knows? Maybe it's a bit deeper than that. But just keep in mind that these guys, made a private equity firm, made an investment back in 2018. And now just a couple years later, 2 to 3 years later, they've pretty much closed out for flat. This was a lifeline for them. And so here I have the SEC form pulled up just to verify this information. You can see Silver Lake, AMC Entertainment, date on the 27th, and they actually did close out the position. They sold off millions upon millions of dollars worth of AMC stock. So this put a lot of selling pressure. In hindsight, I guess there was a lot of buying pressure that time as well. So kind of balanced out a bit there. But these guys took the opportunity to get out of their position. Now, AMC Entertainment explores raising new capital as its stock surges higher. Now, this is new. This is different from the $300 million that they just raised. They're actually looking to probably take advantage of this again and issue more shares potentially. If that happens, guess what? That's another big seller in the market that adds more shares to the stock, and that just, throws off the whole edge, if you will, that the retail investors have right now. I don't know if that's the best move for retail investors, but as a business, you see your stock price up tremendously. You're a struggling company. You need that cash for debt, future advancements. You're kind of, in an industry that's collapsing, really. You need the money. They're going to take advantage of this, guys. They are going to take advantage of this, and it's going to be at your expense if you're holding AMC stock. So many of you are asking, why did I buy GameStop, which I disclosed in my last video, and not buy AMC? Well, The story with GameStop is very different. The story with AMC, so far, you know, it seems like everyone big here is cashing out of this stock. Whereas with GameStop, we still haven't seen that happen. I'm sure we will at some point, but it signals to me that there's probably a lot more upside, or at least these big insiders, these big institutions that hold good chunks of GameStop believe that there's a lot more upside. So they're holding strong, unlike AMC. But anyways, just want to throw this out there as well. So if they do, you know, issue more shares and they dilute some more, it's going to add more to their balance sheet. It'll make them a better business, but shareholders could get hit quite drastically. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you guys here is this website called FinWiz. It's a free website. You know, they have a bunch of information. One of the things they actually hold here and show you guys is the short float. They have this for pretty much every American company. Now, this is probably outdated. They don't really update this, you know, that often, and it typically is updated every, I'm not sure, every month, maybe twice a month. So this may be out of date and it's probably reduced by now. But unlike GameStop, which was at 100+% short float, this is very different. And after the dilution that AMC's done, it's kind of you know, made this a bit more to the shorts' favor, if you will, because there's more shares out there now and they're not as desperate to get shares. So again, it's another thing that really adds selling pressure to the stock, and it's something you probably should keep your eye on, because if AMC does this again, it's going to reduce that again, and it's going to pretty much make things, you know, kind of against the retail investor in a sense. So this is why, guys, I'm not a huge fan of AMC. Look at GameStop, they haven't really done any of this yet. This is still probably outdated, but last they have it as 121%. So this is really the play here with this whole high percentage of shares short, not enough shares to go around essentially. So if you're playing AMC for, you know, the short game, I don't know how that's going to play. I don't think that's going to play out as well as a GameStop play here. I think GameStop is kind of the stock to play if you want to play a short squeeze. But again, it's highly risky. Both these stocks are highly risky. I don't know how things play out. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas as to how you think things are going to play out. I'd love to hear from you guys. But anyways, this is just a quick AMC video like you guys asked for. Gotta give the people what they want, like I said. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.